welcome in my next video for Mintay Papers. Today I am going to show you how to create this layout. I made a mixed media background first, and then I used brand new Cozy Evening collection to create the decorations over the page. I have 3 pictures snapped in the park with my daughter feeding a squirrel, so I thought those papers will be just perfect to embellish them because there are also squirrels on the papers. I'm starting with 12 by 12 watercolor paper sheet and this leaf stencil. I am applying transparent gel medium over them to create a texture that will be water resistant, because I am intending to use some liquid mist over them that they work like watercolors. And I'm using a spatula just to randomly apply the pattern. I'm not concerned about being perfect. Part of it will be covered by the composition, so I have to be sure that there is more leaves than my pictures and embellishments will cover, so they will show up on the sides. I marked the area where the pictures will be, and I'm using a plastic bag. This is the 12 by 12 paper kit bag, and I will be applying colors using this piece of plastic. And this is I don't remember the name. The girls were calling it, oh my god, I forgot, sorry. Plastic bag technique, let's say it like this. And I'm using 3 different colors of mist. This one is a rose gold. It's more like a brownish red color. And now I'm applying olive green color. And the colors are still wet, so they mix together. And the third color will be a very sunny, a little bit of orangey yellow. The color is called Sunset, as I remember, and this is the perfect name for this color. You can use whatever mist you have. You don't have to use mist. You can use liquid watercolors, ecolines if you have them. It's all up to you. I just like doing it this way because it looks messy, but you still have a lot of control, much more control that you would apply mist directly onto the paper. And I sprayed everything with a clear water to make the color blend a little bit more and float around. And I'm using a clear water to spread the color over the leaves. I left my paper to dry. I didn't use the heat gun because heat gun makes paper warp more, and if you let it dry in the air, it's not so waved and it's kind of a flat still, so you can easily use it as a layout base. As you can see, colors faded a little bit. This is the disadvantage of watercolors. When they are still wet, they look so vivid, and when they dry, usually they kind of make themselves dull, but it's just, it's just the quality of the colors. So if you want them to be much more intense, make them very intense when they are wet. I am backing my pictures with frames cut out from the paper number 6. Those are kind of a vintage Polaroid frames, and I'm using them to create frames around my pictures. I was going to use white frames, but then when I tried it, it didn't work out, so I cut out the white borders from the pictures, and I'm backing it with the frames. I am using cardboard to create dimension. Of course, you can use 3D foam. You can use 3D foam squares. Just it works best for me. It's quite light, but you can cut it to the size you need, and it's very cheap, so it's perfect if you use a lot of dimension, as I do. I am placing it under the pictures. It will be the first layer, and I will also add a layer of cardboard behind my Polaroid frames to create even bigger depth. This is what I like to do on my pages and what I always do. I don't think I have ever done like 100% flat page. I like when there is a shadow casting of the elements. It looks better on the pictures too, if you don't scan your layouts. But if you do, it probably would work worse. I'm gluing down my frames. It takes a while because the gel medium is slippery and they kind of move, so I have to be patient doing it. At first I was going to use this copper colored paper behind every picture, but then I said to myself, I'm just overdoing it. Let keep it simple like this, and the pictures and the embellishments will just shine by themselves. I fussy cutted all the elements from the cover of 12 by 12 paper set, and you can also cut them out from paper number 9, which is the paper with elements. What I usually do when I get new collections, I just sit down and fussy cut all the elements, and then I have everything to start create a project. And this is the first project with this collection, so I have all the elements I need on the plate. And I'm arranging all the flowers, pumpkins, and of course the squirrels, because this is all about Squirrel Day in the park. And all the elements I'm using are connected to fall, and it was a very, very pretty and warm October last year when we visited Łazienki Królewskie Park in Warsaw. So this collection corresponds perfectly with the timing of taking the pictures, the theme of the pictures, with everything. When I saw this collection, at first I already knew which pictures I'm going to use with it. This is kind of an annual thing for us, for our family, to go to Łazienki Królewskie Park and feed the birds, feed the squirrels. I always take a big camera to snap some fun pictures of my girls, and from year to year I have new photos to scrapbook, because Polish fall, if you have never ever been in Poland, is amazing. The colors of Polish fall are truly unique. We call it a golden season, and it indeed is a golden season because the trees are in so many shades of orange, yellow, brown, even purple, and it all looks amazing. Of course, till November, when it all leaves drops out and there is only gray and muddy and rainy. But October and September are really beautiful months in Poland. I am done with embellishing my page with elements cut out from the papers. I used 3D foam squares to glue them down to create a little bit of dimension. So some of them are glued down directly to the background, some of them are raised with 1 square, and some of them are raised with 2 squares. And now it's time to create a title on my page, and I had those glitter titles from one of my older from my stash, and I thought the color will be just perfect for this layout, because this is not a gold color, it's a copper color, and the colors of the fall are very similar, so yay, for me, perfect match. And the title will be Perfect Memories. I will be adding some description on the back of the layout, because I don't like my handwriting, so I don't like to write on my pages directly. I usually prefer to create a hidden journaling, or write on the tag and slip it under the picture, or create a flap with description, but more often I do not do any journaling on my layouts, because sometimes I just want to have fun, not to scrapbook any particular memory. So I'm not a very kind of a memory keeper, more like a player. I just like to play with pretty papers. I'm finishing my page, adding enamel dots. I have enamel dots from various companies grouped together, and just use whatever color suits me. And the last step is splashing with 2 mists, the rose gold color and the yellow one, all over my page. Don't forget to cover your pictures, because otherwise they will be stained by the mists. and the second color, and my page will be done. I'm really happy how it turned out. This is just my style is. And I really love white background, some mixed media, watercolor look, and pictures. That is all for today. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to follow our channel and leave some comments. Thank you for dropping by, and bye bye.